Hi, I'm Ethan. Today, I'm going to read Star Wars. It's a book. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there existed a magical energy field known as the Force. The power of the Force could be used for good or for evil. The brave and wise Jedi Knights used the Force for good, for knowledge and defense, never for evil or to attack. This was the light side of the Force. The mean and fearsome Sith used the Force for evil, for selfish needs, and intimidation, never for weight. What's good for or not right? This was the dark side of the Force. The Sith stayed hidden for many years. They drew their power from anger, fear, and hate, and worked in secret to destroy the Jedi Order. For over a dozen generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic. The Jedi helped protect the galaxy and keep everyone safe. The Jedi Council oversaw all of the Jedi Knights. It was made up of 12 members and included some of the most important and powerful Jedi of them all. The Jedi Temple was located on the city world of Coruscant and housed the Jedi Council and Jedi Archives, which was a library of all the information on the Jedi and areas for the Jedi to live, learn, train, and meditate. The Jedi trained long and hard to master the power of the Force. Children who trained from a very young age to learn about and use the Force were called younglings. As they grew, the younglings became Padawan learners. Padawans train one-on-one with Jedi Knights to get stronger in the Force. Eventually, if they trained very hard and passed their tests, Padawans became Jedi Knights. And if they kept training and practicing, some Jedi Knights became Jedi Masters, the most powerful Jedi of all. Yoda used the Force to levitate and X-Wing fighter. Both the Jedi and the Sith used the power of the Force to do many amazing things. Their senses became heightened and their reflexes became sharper and quicker. They could run faster and jump higher than someone without the Force. The Jedi and Sith could also use the Force to move objects with their minds, so it seemed like the objects were moving on their own. Mind tricks and suggestion were two more powers of the Force, but they didn't work on everyone. The Jedi and Sith also use laser swords called lightsabers. Jedi and Sith constructed their own lightsabers using a special crystal called a kyber crystal. Each crystal was different and glowed blue, green, or purple, with the light side, or red, with the dark side. Both the Jedi and the Sith preferred to use lightsabers instead of blasters and were expert sword fighters. Lightsabers were also used to deflect blaster bolts and could cut through some of the hardest objects in the galaxy. Yoda was also skilled with a lightsaber. There were many famous Jedi throughout the years. The wisest and most powerful Jedi of all was Grandmaster Yoda. Yoda was a small green alien who walked with a cane and seemed meek, but was really very strong against the Force. Yoda taught the Jedi Knights to feel the Force around them and to always believe in themselves. One of his most famous sayings was do or do not. There is no try. Qui-Gon Jinn was another Jedi who was strong in the ways of the Force. Qui-Gon discovered young Anakin Skywalker in the desert, a world of Tatooine. Qui-Gon believed that Anakin was the chosen one, and that he would bring balance to the Force. When Qui-Gon was struck down by the evil Sith Darth Maul, it fell to his Padawan learner to train the young boy. Obi-Wan Kenobi was Qui-Gon's Padawan learner. When Obi-Wan became a Jedi Knight, he agreed to train young Anakin Skywalker. A strong and wise Jedi, Obi-Wan trained Anakin as best he could, but Anakin turned to the dark side of the Force and became Darth Vader. Under orders from the Emperor, who was also a Sith Lord, Darth Vader helped destroy the Jedi Knights. Obi-Wan confronted Vader on the planet Mustafar, and the best getting duel. Obi-Wan defeated his former Padawan, but the Emperor saved Vader's life by putting him in a fearsome suit of black armor. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan went into hiding on Tatooine. There he watched over Anakin's son Luke. It was Obi-Wan's mission to protect Luke at all costs. Many years later, thanks to a runaway droid, Luke found Obi-Wan, and the Jedi began to train Luke in the ways of the Force. Obi-Wan eventually fought Darth Vader one last time, but Vader had become a powerful Sith Lord and struck down his former teacher. Obi-Wan became one with the Force and more powerful than ever before. Obi-Wan spoke to Luke through the Force and told him to seek out Yoda. Luke studied with the Jedi Master, then left to confront Darth Vader. Luke lost his first duel against Vader, who revealed to Luke that he was Luke's father. Later, Luke faced his father a second time in a duel to the death. But Luke Skywalker did not kill Darth Vader. Instead, he brought his father back to the light side of the Force. With the fall of the Empire, Luke thought he might be able to train a new Jedi Order, but one of his students, his nephew, Ben, turned to the dark side of the Force, then turned on Luke's other students. Luke's nephew had turned evil and adopted the name Kylo Ren. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, a young girl named Rey discovered Luke Skywalker's long lost blue lightsaber. Rey didn't want anything to do with the Force, but to her surprise, it called out to her. Rey discovered that she could harness the power of the Force, and she did battle with the sinister Kylo Ren. Rey was so powerful that she even defeated Kylo in the lightsaber duel, though the villain still managed to escape. Saddened by Ben's turn to the dark side and transformation into Kylo Ren, Luke traveled the galaxy in search for the first Jedi Temple. Luke's journey took him to the remote planet of Edge 2, where he found the temple. Luke spent many years on an island there, living among the friendly caretakers and gentle probes, and meditating on the Jedi and the power of the Force. Rey traveled across the galaxy to find Luke Skywalker, the last of the Jedi Knights. The Resistance needed Luke to help stop Kylo Ren and the evil Force Order. But Rey needed Luke to teach her about the Force and maybe even train her to be a Jedi Knight. With the fate of the galaxy and the fate of the Jedi Order hanging in the balance, Luke Skywalker and Rey must rely on the power of the Force. Thanks for watching.